Hello, Tarot Tube. So I'm back with more hashtag Seasons of the Witch, and I'm on to the second prompt. So let's zip through here. Right, so I did front door. Now I'm on this next one, Magpie, which is a depression spread. What is the root of my energy? How do I feel heard? How do I feel seen? What am I seeing? How can I help myself focus? And a message from higher self. What is causing me unnecessary woes? So I'm going to be honest and say I really had to give myself a little bit of a combination gentle hug and strong push to do this one. Yeah, I'm just going to say right up front, this is a little scary for me. I'm not sure why exactly, but it is. And I was really couldn't decide which deck to use. And so I thought, oh, let me just turn on the video and see what happens. So I'm going back and forth between these two decks. When I really want to dig deep, this is always going to be my answer. When I want a good, clear reading, then I'm going to go here. So I've got an awful lot of decks. So on a different day, I might give you a different answer. But this morning, while I'm making this is where I am. And it's even requiring cup number 3 of tea. Look, it's Hello Kitty. So you'll hear me sipping that while I try and get through this. All right, Tony, this is for you. Which one? Okay, I'm going to pull one card from each deck, and whichever one appeals to me most, for getting this answer. What is causing me unnecessary woes? Whatever one appeals to me most, that's the one I'm going to go with. What is causing me unnecessary woes? All right, let's see what we get. This is a little off camera, but okay. So I got the 6 of Cups and I got it reversed. It came up reversed, but I would have read that reversed no matter how it came up, because we're looking for what causes me unnecessary woes. And I'm going to say that this is, why did that do that? This is about maybe just being a little too nostalgic about the past, maybe hanging on to old relationships of when we were all younger, and we are not young anymore. At least I'm talking my world, right? This is my reading, my world. Yeah, so this would be unnecessary woes are coming from not letting go of past relationships. Not the relationships themselves have to be letting go, but the way I perceive them or what I wanted from that relationship is maybe an outdated concept. All right, so now let's see what Spirit Keepers Tarot has. You know what? I was talking about the other thing while I was doing this. That's not good. Let's go back. Okay. Fresh start. What's causing me unnecessary woes? What is causing me unnecessary woes? So we're just trying to figure out which deck to use. And in this one, got the 7 of Scepters. So, spending a lot of energy on boundaries, or feeling like I need to spend a lot of energy on boundaries. Which way do I want to go? All right. This one has got more, this is packing a little bit more of a punch. Let's see. I seem to have some tabs open. Let's close these. So I've got other stuff open, things I was doing. Okay, we don't need that. This is what we want. And we're going to go with Light Seers because I feel like, I know what's going on in my personal life, and I do feel like I am spending more time on that than making boundaries, which is what Light Seers or Spirit Keepers wanted to talk about. So, that may be for another time I would do that. All right, let me just move this up out of the way so we will see the prompts, but let's get this spread out here and try to read it. And I don't think I'm going to make you sit through my tortured efforts to learn how to use GoodNotes on my iPad. We're just going to pull the cards and read them the best we can. And this is a big deck. I don't know if I can make it fit. All right, let's pull up a little bit. Sorry about this. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm such a pro. All right, here we go. Here we go. You got to keep a sense of humor about yourself. All right, now that I decided to do that, let's just take a moment. I'm going to breathe. Wow, doing a reading for myself on camera. Okay, more tea. All right, I'm going to do a four square breath, so you may hear me breathing. Just take a moment. You can zip forward. I'll put a chapter thing so you can jump forward to that if you don't want to sit here and be quiet with me. All right, yeah, feeling a little more grounded now. So since this really is an exploration of and sharing of how we actually read for ourselves with the community, I guess I'll go ahead and say that I generally do the equivalent of casting a circle. When I do a reading, I will sort of hold my deck and I will face east, which I'm actually going to do right now. You won't see me. But I face east and I consider the element of air. Then I face south, I consider the element of fire. I face west, I consider the element of water. I face north, I consider the element of earth. I thank Pachamama, Father Sky, and I welcome in any of my spirit guides, angels, saints that want to help me. And then I'll give the deck a shuffle. And then I'll deal. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to not shuffle for each question. I'm going to do one big shuffle now. And then I'm going to just pull from the top of the deck after I do that. So the next thing I do is I separate into 3 piles. Oh, look at that. It came out really even this time. And I just consider it, and I'm going to choose this pile. And so that's how I get all 6 of my cards are coming up this way. Now, I am going to go ahead and stick with this, what is causing my unnecessary woes. I am going to stick with that 6 of Cups card that I pulled, the idea of hanging on to concepts of relationships that are just outdated, that those are old. Let's not be so nostalgic that we can't see what's in front of us. All right, what's the root of my energy? I think I'll just pull everything and then sort of see how they fit together. So, very quickly, maybe not working together as much as I would like to be. How do I feel heard? 7 of Wands. Yeah, just sort of, can you just see me for the spiritual person that I am? Am I asking too much? How do I feel seen? Huh. Okay, I may have to go to Chrisanne's guidebook for that because that's not immediately making sense to me. What am I seeing? What a lovely image for what am I seeing? And I'm going to push this up now. How can I help myself focus? Yeah, that would be nice. Okay, I like it when I pull the Queen of Wands energy because I think I've said on a couple of previous videos, I feel like I'm really moving into my Queen of Wands era. And 2 of Cups I'm getting for a message from my higher self. All right, now this came up reversed. I don't know what else came up reversed. But I tend to look at these things on a scale to see, like, what's the question? What does that mean, really? All right, what's the root of my energy? So I think that because I got this reversed, this is like, I have these ideas about what I want in relationships and how I want them to be like this perfect, beautiful, cooperative, collaborative, working together where we just, we're just creating this fantastic relationship, whatever it is that we're doing. And maybe because it came up reversed, the root of my energy, maybe the problem is I've set these standards so high that they're not really attainable, right? Like, is this really realistic? That's the way your relationships are going to go all the time? No, they're just, that's not real life. So I feel like I'm being asked to consider my expectations of myself and other people and how we relate. Let's have some more tea. And how we relate. Like, can I just give myself and others a little more grace, a little more compassion? Can't always have it that way. And yeah, this caught my eye, this funny little pen that I have. It's like, let's just brush away those old ideas. Maybe just let go of that. I mean, this is nice, but it doesn't have to be that way in order to have a good relationship, right? Okay, so then the next one was, how do I feel heard? Getting a little reflection there. All right, you know what? We are going to go, because these two wands ones, how do I feel heard? How do I feel seen? They're throwing me off a little bit. So let's just see what Chris Ann has to say. Did my voice just crack? That was weird. Because I do like me some Chris Ann. So here they are, 7 and 8, right together next to each other. What are the chances? But that's got to mean something, right? These two next to each other. This is heard, right? Yeah, this is heard and this is seen. I would have thought it would be the other way around, but how do I feel heard? Defending yourself, being attacked, being misunderstood, need to erect energetic boundaries, creative innovation, remaining ahead, feeling vulnerable, sign to continue to share your ideas and self-expression. All right, so I guess what I'm going to say about this is, and I remember I said I felt kind of afraid to do this. So if I'm going to be heard and I want to be heard, I'm just going to have to be brave and put it out there into the world. Otherwise, how will I be heard unless I just take a chance and put it out there like I'm doing right now? And that's kind of scary. So maybe I do need to acknowledge that putting myself out in the world like this, like, who am I to be like that? But I am kind of like that. So, yeah, it's just going to require some courage to do that. And then seeing the 8 of Wands, what is this? What's the wording again? How do I feel seen? How do I feel seen? It's go time. I fall into the flow of this quickening energy and I swiftly face my desires head on. Well, I suppose if I'm aware of the people in my life, tea good. Sorry, I'm sort of oomping on this. I suppose that it feels good when people see that I am growing, that I'm moving, that I'm changing, that I'm doing things. If I get some kind of feedback from them that acknowledges that I am going out there, taking a chance, putting my voice out there, that if I get some kind of feedback from the people in my life, that they see that, then that helps me to feel good about the relationship and to feel like we're not stuck in some romanticized past. I should have kept that other card out. Yeah, because they see that I'm growing and changing. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Right. So if I can let go of, wanting things to be, I think I'm making the camera freak out. If I can let go of wanting things to be like super perfect all the time and to just feel like people see what I'm up to, they see that I'm moving and changing and growing, and that I get some, there's a little bit of feedback about that I can feel better about the relationships. All right. Okay, that was hard. Let's go to the next thing. What am I seeing? So here we have the Three of Wands. For a moment there, I thought it was the two. I looked too fast. What am I seeing? Three of Wands. Well, I'm seeing that I've started a lot of stuff. I multitask, y'all, way too much. I have a lot of things that I feel passionate and interested in. And because of that, I tend to always have a lot of boats out at sea. So there's always a need for me to kind of keep my eye on that. Like, what are all these creative projects and personal quests that I'm on? And how is that going? What I'm seeing is the different things that I'm up to these days. Mostly, I feel like in this card, it's a spiritual path, but also it's just passion projects. That's what I'm seeing, all the stuff, all the creative things that I've set into motion. How can I help myself focus? Good question, because there's a lot of little projects I've set out there. And let's see what she says about the Queen of Wands, because I think the Queen of Wands, look at all of those candles. I think that's the nature of the Queen of Wands, is to be this very creative, nurturing, manifesting, I'm losing the word, but somebody that puts a lot of stuff going out. There's a lot of stuff going out creative. All right, let's just read the whole thing. Creativity, passion, determination, confidence, joy, bold expression, helping others as you build your queendom and power. Well, that's interesting because some of the things that I'm working on really do involve other people. And I did start out with that other people relationship. So maybe this is about, how can I help myself stay focused? Seeing myself as the queen, right? Like, I fill my world with an intense light that connects and incites passion. But that's about me being capable and fierce, rooting into my purpose and boldly stepping into the limelight of my life. So that's taking the power away from other people, seeing me, hearing me, giving me feedback. Yeah, you got this, you got this. This is more about me staying focused and not hanging on to what other people think or what they used to think of me in the past, what I used to think of them in the past. This is about me staying focused in what my passions are right now and being the queen, right? I'm not the acolyte. I'm thinking of the Hierophant card with the two little characters sitting there like, oh, please share your wisdom with us. I'm not that. I'm this. And this is, yes, there's accomplishment, but this is just about pure creativity, right? Radiating creativity and passion. Whenever she enters a room, her exuberance, charisma, and confidence are palpable. Don't be afraid to be the center of attention, and for goddess's sake, stop acting small in order to make those around you more comfortable. Hello, I just got called out. Don't play small. make sure fiery bursts of productivity are accompanied by laughter and gratitude, connection, appreciation, and love. It's okay to hold shadow in all of this light. Don't push it down so deeply that you can't find it again. Accept the parts of you that you don't openly share. The past failures that have held you back, ? They don't define you, or transmute that shadow. Sit with it briefly and then light it on fire because you don't need it anymore. All right, well, that does remind me of a full moon ritual that I did a few days ago. Yeah, so filling your world with intense light, that's also lighting on fire the things that you need to let go, those old ideas about relationships. All right, and then this last one. Now this is, I'm feeling better already. Message from my higher self. See this Two of Cups in reversed? I feel like this is a big old message to me that it's not always about me relating perfectly and being in love with another person. Excuse me. That is not a requirement for this. And this is what the focus is. So, stop being like depressed, beating myself up that I can't make this happen as much as I want. And yes, it's nice to be seen and heard and to get that feedback. But what's more important is to address my fears and to be brave and to go ahead and do the thing. Maybe hope that this is what I get back, but that's not what it's all about. This is what it's all about. And I need to, look how they're looking at each other. And we've got these colors here. That's actually very nice, the two of them together. So that's like, yeah, keep your eye on all of these things that you've set into motion and be the queen. You are the queen. I'm the queen, me. And let go of this idea. I don't need some kind of perfect union for this to happen. Do you like the way I dramatically throw that stuff away? Don't worry, I won't burn my cards. Yeah, that's what I got out of it. Okay, I'm going to leave it with this. I feel like this is the big message for me, is be this. And I will, in private, I'll write all that stuff up, excuse me, on these 2 pages. Create a positive affirmation to disperse your worries or create a dream catcher to keep them at bay. All right, I'm going to be honest and say that I have some issues with dream catchers. This is me personally. Y'all do what works for you. Absolutely. And I haven't fully done all my research on this, but I'll just say that for me, I'm not comfortable making dream catchers per se right now. I could see doing a witch's ladder or just knots might work. But an affirmation. Okay, you know what? I think I might just use Chris Ann's affirmation. I filled my world with an intense light that connects and incites passion. And I think if I take that into my work day today, I have a long work day, that would be a good thing for my soul and for my students. Yep, so this is my information. I know I didn't create it myself, but it totally works. So this is what it's going to be. So I'll write that in here, take a picture of my spread, and I'm okay. I'm glad I got brave and did this. Oh, that was weird. Text message came up. I'm glad I got brave and did this. And yeah, thanks to Tony and Rachel at Amethyst Ascension. I'm going to go over and look at Amethyst Ascension's YouTube right now because she just posted something about a Yule Oracle. And, well, I just don't think I have enough winter decks. So there you have it. Now, I often say find joy, but today I'm going to say choose joy. It's an option. It's a choice that you get to make. Choose joy. At some point during the day, you're going to be faced with some situation. It's like, well, am I going to like, rah, 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 or am I going to choose joy? And I invite you to choose joy. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.